How's it going, Talk Forest TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my review of Fulham 5, Nottingham Forest 0. That's just finished at Craven Cottage. That one really, really hurts. And just before I get into this, sorry if I sound a bit wheezy, a bit chesty, whatnot. I've got a bit of a cough and a cold, so bear with me on that. But that one really hurts. It looks like the end for Steve Cooper. I love Steve Cooper. I might even go as far as saying he's a hero of mine. I love him. I've got, he's there on my wall. Not that really matters, but he's there on the wall. I love him, and I'm so thankful for everything that he has done at this club, everything that he has done for the fan base, for just every aspect of the club. I'm so thankful for what he's done for us, and this one hurts because it looks like the end. I know you had that loss against Leeds last season where everyone thought he was gone. But this is a 5-0 drubbing. We have won 1 in 11. A 5-0 drubbing away from home at Fulham, who, look, away from home, arguably, it's expected we're going to lose because we aren't very good away. But to lose by 5 goals in the manner that we lost, it's such a painful one to take because even the players look like they weren't bothered. Like, there's some that obviously tried. You look at Murillo, and every single week that man tries. Every single week that man puts in a really good performance. But overall, man, just such a poor performance. I didn't unfortunately get to, I could say unfortunately, didn't get to watch all the game. I was watching it on and off because I was out at the time. I had it on sort of with me. I was like keeping my eye on it while I was doing other things at the same time. So unfortunately, I couldn't give it my 100% attention. But from what I've seen on Twitter and things, it looks like Sangare was the main culprit. He looked like, from what I saw from parts of it and from what people were saying, that he wasn't really looking like he wanted to be on the pitch. He wasn't looking bothered. It's just a really, really bad day. And I don't like being negative. I don't like slating people. I like to big people up. I like to be positive. I like to think the best in people and really try and pick the good out of the bad. But there's just not a lot of... Sorry, I just dropped something there. There's not a lot of good you can take out of this, if any at all. We've got Wolves away at the weekend. That's probably another loss. Let's be real. Wolves had a bit of an upturn in form of late, looking like a good side under Gary O'Neill. You don't know. The next win, like you look at Bournemouth at home on the 23rd of December, we have to win that game. We have to win that game. If we don't win that game, I am very scared. Because then we've got, Newcastle and United, and we're not going to get anything from them in the way that we're playing at the minute. Even though Man United are struggling and whatnot, they're currently beating Chelsea. But even though they are having a poor season, it's still... The way we're playing, we'd lose against Luton. We'd lose against, potentially, Burnley. We won't lose to Sheffield United because they really do stink. But it's really not looking good, man. It really isn't looking good, and I'm really not able to pick any positive about that at all. As much as I would like to, as much as I'd want to, it just looks like it's a waste of time trying because 5 goals against Fulham. I know they just scored 3 against Liverpool, but 5 against Fulham. Are you taking the mickey? The stats are completely one-sided, so you can't say we were hard done by. We missed Tyrone Awoniyi so much. Without him, we are toothless up front. Origi didn't look great. Had a chance that came close in the first half, but again, not great. We need a striker in the January transfer window. I know Eddie Nketiah, it looks like he might be someone that Arsenal are willing to let go. Would I want him? Yes. But will he solve our problems? I don't know. Will we be even able to afford him? given the wages he's on at Arsenal, given the money that they're going to want for him, given the fact that he probably doesn't want to leave Arsenal. He's not going to want to come to Forest on a cut price deal. You know, it's not going to be kind of like, oh, well, like Alanga, I need to leave to get game time, so I'll move to Forest. He could be happy to be a backup at Arsenal, so I don't know about that one. There's Guirassy or Guirassy, however you pronounce his name. Sorry, I completely butchered that probably. Stuttgart, again, could be what we want, but he'll be going to the African Cup of Nations, so probably won't be able to come in until February. We need a striker, big time. We need a spark of something. I saw bits of Gibbs White and he looked like he was really trying. But one man can't win a war. You know, yeah, where do we go from here? Do I want Cooper out? Absolutely not. I love him. I stick by him. Because of everything he's done for my club, I can't be against him. But after a performance like this, it looks almost impossible for him to still be here for the next game. Cooper might give him one more game. Sorry, Marinakis might give him one more game. But I don't know. The thing is, I think about Marinakis and Cooper. You look how Marinakis is so gun-ho with his managers at Olympiacos. Like, he just sacked his manager who was like 3 points off the top. It's going to be roses. It's not always going to be, you know, cloud nine and sunshine and rainbows. But we need to see a light at the end of the tunnel. And at the minute, I don't see one. I don't even see us beating Bournemouth, on the 23rd. The way they're playing, you know, Semenyo, Solanke, they're looking good. And I fear for that one as well. I love being positive, as I said. I don't want to be negative all the time. But after a performance like that, there's nothing more I can be. I love this club so much, and it hurts to see what's happening at the minute on the pitch. It was painful to see Cooper kind of stood there like that, you know, with his hands up saying he was sorry to the fans, because he's done so much for the club, and I don't want it to end like this. I don't ever want it to end with Cooper, to be honest with you. I'd hate to see him go, but if it has to happen, I'd hate it to be on a sour note like this. The dream would be, you know, Cooper's been touted by the FA for the England job. I'd understand. He'll be my international manager then. My national team manager. I could still love him. I'll still love him even if he goes. Don't ever get me wrong. The bloke has done so much for the club. And I'm not here kind of like saying he can do no wrong, because that's not true. Blame needs to be put at his door. Blame needs to be put at the players' door too. I'm not saying that he could lose every single game for the rest of the season and I'd still back him, because, well, maybe I would still back him, but he maybe if he loses every game from now to the end of the season, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, well, he deserves to stay, because he probably doesn't. I'll still want him to stay, but look, you've got to be realistic sometimes. And after a performance like that, if Marinakis sees it fit, then we just got to accept it. Do I want him to go? No. Will I accept if he does go? Well, obviously you're going to have to. I'm not going to sit here crying, because there's nothing I can do to change the situation. But it's just a real difficult one to watch, because as far as fans, my generation, we've never seen anything like this. Like, we've never seen a Premier League. We've never seen a playoff final. We've never seen the players he's managed to bring in come to the club. We've never seen a cup run like he's put us on in both the League Cup and the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup. He's done so much incredible things at the Forest. And if this is the end, then all I can say is thank you very much, Steve Cooper. But if it isn't, then we need to really turn things around big, big, big time. And that starts on Saturday against Wolves. We have to see an upturn in results. If Cooper stays, if he's not sacked tomorrow, if he's not sacked before the Wolves game, we need to see 3 points or a point at least against Wolves. We need to see a marked improvement because, like I say, I love Cooper. I don't want him to go, but he's not making it easy for himself. He's not making the decision difficult for Marinakis in terms of, like, you know, he's not showing him, look at this, look, I am okay, and we can turn things around. You've got last season to look at. We went through bad patches last season. But I don't know. We've seen it last season, but we can't prove it's going to happen again. As much as it might, and as much as I'm willing it to happen, we don't know. We don't know it's going to happen again. And we shouldn't be having to go into a situation like this. We should be coming up against Fulham away and being competitive. But we're not. We're losing by 5-0 and looking like we don't want to be there. It's really not great. It's really not a good position at the moment. I just really hope that we can turn things around big time. And I'd love no other man to do that than Steve Cooper. But if he is going to go, who do we get in? I don't know. You look at Potter. That's a lot of Forest fans' choice. But will we get Potter in? Probably not. I don't know if he'd want to come to Forest. There's that. Is it Oliver Glasner, I think his name is, who was the manager when Frankfurt won the Europa League? Maybe. Do I know much about him? No. I know he won the European trophy with Frankfurt, so there's that. But I don't know all too much about him. Who else is out there? I don't know, my mind's just gone blank right now. But, yeah, I don't know. I hope things turn around. They need to turn around big time. We move on to Wolves and hopefully something can change and something positive can happen. But it's not looking good right now. It really, really isn't. So, yeah, be interested to see your thoughts down below. Sorry if I've waffled and I've repeated myself and it's not really made sense. I've not really thought about what I'm going to say. I've just sat here and said it. I love Cooper, I love Forest, I love this club, and I really hope things can turn around. But it needs to turn around sharpish, and it needs to turn around against Wolves on Saturday. I like to give him my other match, but I don't know, no idea. Sorry that I've not talked about the goals much or anything like that. I don't know. That second goal, what's going on there? I don't know. But yeah. We need to turn things around and look at that performance. It can't get... To be honest with you, how about this? It can't get any worse than that. So, hopefully, surely there's going to be a little bit of something. But, yeah, we move. Credit to every single fan that went to the Craven Cottage. Sounded like the away end was really behind Steve Cooper. At the end of the game, the scenes of the fans clapping Cooper, it shows that we still love him. Shows that we still back him. But... you know, do things need to change? Who knows? Hopefully not. Hopefully Cooper can do it, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, you probably didn't. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new around here and you haven't already. And please, come on, you Reds.